It was just after sunrise when the gates of Angola State Penitentiary opened and Langston Miles stepped out, free for the first time in nearly 2 decades. He had no car waiting, no cheering family, just a trash bag filled with what was left of the life he lost. His jeans didn't fit the same. His shoes were 2 sizes too big. And the world felt faster than he remembered. But one thing hadn't changed. Inked across his chest, just above his heart, was the name Serena, the woman he'd married at 21, the woman he thought about every single night inside that cell, the woman he gave up everything for. Langston's stride was slow, not just from age, but from the weight of memory. He'd spent 18 years convincing himself that loyalty still mattered, that some things, like love, don't fade when time passes. They only get stronger. He believed that. He needed to believe that, because without it, all those years meant nothing. 2 weeks later, the silence of a Baton Rouge neighborhood was ripped apart. A neighbor called 911, screaming in the background, then yelling, then shots. Loud, sharp, then silence. When police arrived, they walked into a home that didn't look disturbed from the outside. Nothing stolen, nothing ransacked. But inside, 2 bodies lay motionless on the floor. 1 male, 1 female, each with a bullet wound to the head. No signs of forced entry. No defensive wounds. But the message was clear. Whoever did this wanted it done face to face. Detectives would later call it personal, painful, ruthless. But what they didn't say, at least not on record, was that it felt like the ending of something that had been building for years. The victims were familiar faces. The suspect, one they all remembered. Langston Miles had only been home for 14 days. But before judgment is passed, before assumptions are made, you have to understand the full story. Because what led to that night didn't start with a gun. It started with a bond, a promise, a betrayal, and a man who refused to speak a name. This is where it begins. 18 years ago, in a dusty neighborhood in East Baton Rouge, where 3 lives were tied together, and only one would walk away whole. To find out what really happened, check out the full video on this channel, and don't forget to subscribe.